Hello, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of Mermaid Monday. My name is Anayo, and let's get into the creative process of the sketch. Now, for this prompt, I had a totally different sketch, and you will notice that on my Instagram, and I decided to go from a basic sketch to something more creative in my mind. So I wanted to do a mermaid, and her name is Sunset, and she just basically has this sunset glow in her hair. Now, before I continue, just go ahead and let me know if you're into mermaid. If you are doing the prompt, just go ahead and give a thumbs up if you're into mermaids or mermaid itself. Now, for this, I want to go ahead and do an acrylic painting again in my sketchbook. Again, totally expanding on my idea. I think I might actually do another sketch of the original sketch that I did and go ahead and paint that out just to see what that would look like and determine on which one I want to do as a painting. So at the beginning of this, of course, I went with a gradient and a little bit more on the typical side of using the yellows, reds, and orange that you would usually find in most typical sunsets when you think of sunsets. I could have done a cotton candy one, but then again, this is all for freedom of expression, so I can definitely go ahead and expand on this main idea with the different colors that you would find in different sunsets, and also my other idea that you can go ahead and take a look at on my Instagram. It's art.by.nio. If you haven't already gone there, and you can follow me, and I can definitely follow you back on whatever your art endeavors are. And one tip that I want to give on acrylic paint is that when you are blending it or you're doing any sort of gradient, it is good to have both of the paints that are wet. Acrylic is very fast drying, so if you're not used to that, then acrylics might be a little bit more difficult to you. But the way that I battle that is always making sure that my brush is wet. Make sure it's wet, but not damp. If it's damp, you're going to get runny paint when painting, but you can always dab off the excess. So having anything such as an old rag, old towel, a paint rag, an old ripped up t-shirt like I have, you can definitely take off the excess water. So at this part, I started going over to the skin, and that's another thing that I do want to expand on my next sketch, is that the body of her. I went with more of a warmer tone, going more to the reds, I guess, because the bottom of her hair is more of an orangey red. But I also feel like that maybe if I had made her a little bit more blue just to play on the warmer versus cool colors, that her hair would be the more of the thing that I want to stand out. But overall, I was still really pleased with it because they're mermaids. I mean, they're underwater mythical creatures, so they can technically be any color that you want them to be. This sketch page pretty much took me about 35 minutes, which was actually pretty nice to kind of get lost into the play of experimenting with your sketches, which is one of the things that I find is really useful in your sketchbooks. Now, that brings me to my next question. Previously, before I had something called Sketchbook Saturday or Sketchbook Sunday, where I talk about anything with sketchbooks, but I wanted to get more deeper in sketchbooks since I do get a lot of questions in regards to that. So if you have any questions in regards to sketchbooks, or if you just want me to make a video topic on sketchbooks, how to start a sketchbook, what to include in a sketchbook, what to do if you don't know how to start on the first page, what do you do if you're scared, because a lot of the times it's not fear of starting the sketchbook, it's more fear of ruining it because it's a brand new sketchbook. And over the years, I feel like I have a lot of different tips and tricks that have helped me in many of that. I also want to know if you want flip through of sketchbooks, the different experimentations and different things that you can do, because I feel like we all want to make the perfect sketchbook for everyone to look at. When really a sketchbook is more like an artist's journey, sorry, not journey, journal, where you can experiment, play, basically write out all your ideas, whether it's drawing your ideas, writing out your ideas, collaging your ideas. It's a place where it's like your journal or artist diary where you can collect all your ideas, look back on them, and use them for further future paintings. They're also really good for art blocks as well. If you don't really feel inspired or you feel like you're not progressing well in what you're doing at the time, or whatever you're doing just doesn't seem like it feels right, or you're not making any good art, it's really good just to look back on your art to see your old ideas, to trigger anything that you want to create. Maybe you want to expand on an idea. Maybe there's something in there that you really like that is going to inspire you for a future painting or to continue on. That is really good. And that is also another reason why I decided that I would film my creative process and things like that, just as an artist journal diary, if you will, just for me to go back and to see what my process was during that project, that paint session, that sketchbook session, whatever it is. I did have a point in time where I did drop off of YouTube, but going back and seeing my old videos of how I filmed them, the different my different thought process at that time for that image also helps me to improve as a self-taught artist on what I did. I can rely on my sketchbooks, but I feel like my own commentary will also trigger new inspirations, trigger learning something new from my own little past mistakes and things like that, and hopefully that will give you some tips and tricks as well along your art journey. So also let me know in the comments below if you are starting out your art journey, if you want any tutorials or anything like that. I mean, I will definitely try my best. I don't know everything, because I've learned by just looking at things and trying to draw them as accurately as possible is how I really taught myself how to really draw and paint. All the other little things that I did learn was either from taking books from the library or watching other YouTube videos, because now we do have YouTube and the internet. Also going into animation books. I am still obsessed with animation in the sense of how they make characters move, the whole concept of creating characters and making them move and telling a story through these things is what fascinates me and has triggered me to want to pursue art, or at least have it of something that I enjoy. So if I do any tutorials, it would be based off of how I do things and not necessarily the right way to do things, which is why I haven't really done much tutorials, but I will try my best on teaching you the ways that I do things. So now that we're past the hair drying and the skin, I went ahead and added more to the sunset, such as the clouds, the sun, and some tropical vibes, because for some reasons when I think about mermaids and I think about the sea, I also think about islands as well, or mermaids being on islands. I don't know if that's just my perception of mermaids. But yeah, you can let me know as well. When you think of mermaids, where do you think that they live other than the sea? Where do they visit? Do they visit islands? Do they visit, regular countries? I don't know. what you want to say. But yeah, in the background, I think I should have made it a lot more darker. But putting those waves in the background also just gives it a little bit more texture. So yeah. So that was my creative process for episode 3, Sunset, for your Mermaid Monday. And stay tuned for the next episode where I do the next sketchbook page. You can go ahead and follow me on Instagram, where you will see all the days that I'm currently doing and the sketches as they come out before they are painted or whatever I experiment in my sketchbook. So it's a 2-part sketch, and as well as furthering on that sketch. Like I said, I might do different paintings. I'm thinking of a mermaid painting series, but I'm not sure yet. But I do know that I do want to make stickers. So let me know if you want any stickers, or which mermaid you think should be a sticker or in a series of stickers. Yeah, so go ahead, like, share, and subscribe, and comment and let me know if you are into mermaids or if you would like to do anything with sketchbooks. And yeah, so I wish you a wonderful day, and let's go ahead for the reveal of the full page. Have a great day, guys.